Hello grade 11s. I just quickly want to explain cutting speed to you guys. So you'll see on the maintenance slides, there is a example of what you have to, or how to calculate cutting speed. So basically that's the speed at which you will cut a workpiece, okay? So let's say we're using a drill bit. The drill has an actual diameter and it also turns at a certain speed on the machine. But you need to know what is the feed that you need to move your workpiece to be able to cut it properly. So the formula for cutting speed, you'll see here at the top of the slide, is S equals pi times the diameter times the speed at which it is rotating, okay, the revolutions per minute or seconds. So cutting speed, that's the S, can be measured in meters per minute or millimeters per second. Only those two combinations. You can't use millimeters per minute or meters per second. You can't swap these two around. So it's only this combination or that combination. So if the units or the stuff that you're working with is not in those units or in the combination that you need, then you have to go and convert it. Okay, so then pi stays pi. Then this is the diameter of either the workpiece or the cutter that's rotating. So like this will be the diameter of the drill bit, for instance, and it can be in meters or in millimeters, depending on the group that we're going to use. And then the N is the speed at which this drill bit is rotating at. So the speed is either going to be in revolutions per minute for the first group or revolutions per second for the second group. Okay, so I'm going to show you in the example now what I mean by the two groups. So if you see the example there, they say the cutting speed for mild steel is 30 meters per minute. So I want you to go make a little list for yourself. So you say S for the cutting speed is 30 meters per minute. So you'll see that it's part of the first group over there. All right. Calculate the speed of the machine spindle. So that is the cutter. So they want the speed of that thing, but in what units do they want it? Revolutions per second. So that means that it's going to fall under the second group. So we're going to have to work with the second group, millimeters per second. So whatever we are getting in our list now, we're going to have to convert it to millimeters and to seconds to get it in revolutions per second. Okay. So for drilling a hole with a diameter of 12 millimeters. Now, if we go look here now, the millimeters and the millimeters is correct, so that's fine. We don't have to convert it. That's already also fine because that's what they wanted in. But here we have a problem, because it's meters per minute and not millimeters per second. So we have to change it. So to be able to change it, all that you have to go and do now is, remember what this actually means with the line over there is 30 meters per 1 minute. So it's going to turn 30 meters each minute. So how do I take meters to millimeters? Times by 1,000, because it's a smaller unit. How do I take minutes to seconds? Times 60, because there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So what does this actually give me at the top? 30,000, and at the bottom 60. So if you put this into your calculator, you'll see it's going to give you 500, and what unit is it going to be now? Millimeters per second. So now everything is converted. Now I can go do my calculation. So I say S equals pi times D times N. The cutting speed is the one that we just converted. That's 500. Pi stays pi. My diameter is 12. And we want the speed that it's rotating at. So because we want this one, we have to take these two away by dividing with both of them on both sides. And that's going to give me the speed that it's rotating at is 500 divided by times 12 is 13,26. And remember, what did they want it in? Revolutions per second. And that's what you're going to have as your answer then. And remember, there's a 2 before the 6, and it's not bigger than 5, so that stays 2,6.